We know this house is haunted. We know this house can produce some really creepy paranormal activity.
Did you hear that? I heard like a help.
Really?
Lives were forever impacted based on what happened to them in this house. You know, a lot of suffering.
Jason.
You said my name.
Can you set off one of the devices we have set up?
Whoa.
Are you affecting Dave right now?
But I can't see how that was possible.
In 1863, 1864, you would have seen surgeons using saws to cut through bone.
Wait, mute it. Did that light just come on?
Doesn't make any sense.
Hey, what's up you guys? Dave and Ryan here.
And welcome to our paranormal quest. We're back in Parkersburg, West Virginia at the historic and haunted Henry Logan house. It doesn't feel that long ago that we were here. How long ago was it, Dave?
I have no idea. Was it April or May?
Yeah, I mean, that is 6 months, but I tell you, we filmed an entire week inside this house doing a deep dive into the history and also searching for paranormal activity inside this house that was once a very populated and crowded Civil War Army hospital. But we knew we had to come back here because in that week, we didn't seem to capture the amount of paranormal activity that we had hoped we would capture from our own experiences that we had here a year prior to that. We know this house is haunted. We know this house can produce some really creepy paranormal activity. So we're back to try and capture that on camera.
Yeah, it's good to be back here at the Henry Logan house in Parkersburg. I'm excited to see what tonight holds because we have a few less people than we did the last time we were here. And it seems when there's less of us, we have more activity.
Yeah, and speaking of less people, guess who's here tonight? Mr. Jason McKinney is here.
Good evening, folks. Or good morning, good afternoon.
You investigated here with us a good bit while we were here for a week. I think 2 or 3 nights you were here, right?
Yes.
And it didn't really seem like anything happened. So as soon as we told you that we wanted to go back in, what was your reaction?
I was like, hell yeah, I want to get in on that. Come on now. I mean, I don't think any of us thought that we would have this opportunity again.
Right.
No.
You know, because when we left the last time, we thought, so long, you know, it was kind of like, you know, this is the last time we're seeing it. So anxious and happy to be back.
Yep. Because here before long, they're going to be starting construction on this house to turn it into office space. Once they start construction on this place, we may never get the opportunity to go back in here. So let's go in here tonight while we have the opportunity and try and find and capture the paranormal activity that we know this place can produce.
That's right. Let's do it one last time, or so we think. Probably the last time. So let's go and see what we can get tonight. And something else that's very interesting is today is actually Henry Logan's birthday. And we're thinking maybe that'll have something else happen, you know?
Right.
You never know.
I will say that we found important dates to the history of locations can sometimes amplify the energy in paranormal activity. So this today being Henry Logan's birthday, the man who built this house, the man who donated this house to be an army hospital. So let's go in and see if Henry Logan's energy is stronger, see if some of the soldiers are there, see what we can capture tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, so we are back inside the Henry Logan house for the first time in about 6 months, a house that we never thought we'd get the chance to investigate again. So we are really excited to be here one last time. And it's a house of very important history for this area. I mean, the first owner, Henry Logan, he was born October 6th, 1812. So this is his 213th birthday tonight as we are filming this and as we are investigating. So maybe that'll stir up some energy, but the house was built in 1842 and it would go on during the American Civil War to serve as one of a few military hospitals within the city of Parkersburg, but this was certainly the largest. Being overcrowded inside the house, having wards built onto it, and having essentially a tent city behind the house to treat the sick and wounded Union soldiers. Maybe even a few stray Confederates if they were prisoners of war, you never know, but there were a lot of men that died in this house, a lot of men that died within proximity of this house from its time as a military hospital. So the hauntings, the spirits that could be left behind in here, I mean, there are endless possibilities for paranormal activity in this house. And we even experienced a little bit of it on our week-long investigation when we were here 6 months ago.
Thank you. We did, which if you haven't seen that week-long investigation that we did, it'll be linked in the comments down below. Like Ryan said, we came in here and pretty much stayed here for an entire week, and it was pretty interesting, so go back and watch that one.
I mean, what did you think of your time here in the Henry Logan house, Jason, investigating here?
Certainly wasn't completely uneventful. You know, definitely had some things happen that we couldn't explain.
Say one of our names or tell us your name.
Oh.
Mel's going on. Wow.
That's on the steps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At the top of the stairs.
In person, and then of course later on review. But like you said, it just goes back to the potential.
In 1863, 1864, if you were walking through these halls, you would have seen men in bandages, you would have seen men actively bleeding, surgeons using saws to cut through bone, you would just smell rotten flesh and death and cries for loved ones and begging the doctor to stop cutting, because oftentimes they did have medicines to assist with the pain, but it wasn't always the case. It would have been a very, very sad, very dark scene to experience.
The history, as long as this building has been standing here, much less all the lives that came through here and how many lives were, you know, forever impacted based on what happened to them in this house. You know, a lot of suffering. It just goes back to me to the potential. I mean, we know that they're here. I mean, you can feel it. I mean, you know, David's like, when we came in there a little bit ago, you know, you're making a comment like, oh, you know, okay, hello. So, yeah, you know, you can definitely tell. So I think also, as Dave said earlier, having just 3 of us here tonight, maybe tonight will be a good one.
The smallpox here became so bad that they ran a tent city from behind this up to Quincy Hill, and all up through Quincy Hill, that was covered with smallpox victims. And one of the things that was going on, the people who had already had smallpox, when they recovered, they were mandated by the city council to be nurses to take care of these sick soldiers until either they recovered or they died. The main thing that seemed to be a problem, a health problem for the people of Parkersburg, was that these soldiers, when they started feeling a little bit better, even though they still had smallpox, they would, you know, siphon them back into Parkersburg and go to the shops and be with people. And so in 62, around August of 62 to September, a huge outbreak of smallpox took place in Parkersburg among the civilian population. And so they had to build more homes and places for these smallpox victims, and until they got it under control by late 63.
This is the room here, Dave, on the first night where we had, was it the candle that was set up?
It's right in the middle of the room over there.
Did it turn on? Whoa!
Wow, thank you very much.
The candle turned off and that REM pod went off?
Yeah, I think it was this room right here where that happened, and then the far front room is where we had some stuff happen as well.
Yeah. The second floor was really like the center point of a lot of the activity for the entire week-long investigation that we had. We didn't have much happen in the other parts of the second floor. It really seemed to be centered around here.
Just heard something. Hello?
And also, the basement also had a lot of activity. We can't forget that this house would have at one time been overrun with soldiers getting different surgeries, getting different treatments, sick, injured, wounded, dying soldiers.
They had everything from gunshot wounds to upper respiratory infection. In one case, one of the soldiers, after the 1864 raid into Washington, D.C., and Dave Hunter's destruction of the Shenandoah Valley there, one soldier who was stationed in a tent there, he said, the doctors at Parkersburg are trying to do all they can for us. He said after General Hunter's ill-fated attack on the Shenandoah Valley, he says he didn't give a damn about any of us. He says we are sick, we are destitute and forlorn brothers in a sinking ship. The worst thing about it though, many of us have come down with the camp diarrhea. And he says we are truly lost souls.
Totally. And like you say, I mean, people can't forget, keep in mind, up here is where, as far as we know it, where the surgeries would have taken place.
Right. And the battle amputations that would have taken place in this house and within proximity of this house, just like Jason said, the constant suffering that occurred in these rooms that we're standing in right now is just mind-boggling.
You've got an ounce of lead as big as your thumb. If it hits a bone or something, it's going to be an amputation. Whether it's in your hand, your arm, your leg. What they would have done, they would have taken those limbs and they would have put them in probably a basket and covered them and taken them out and disposed of them properly, buried them. If you're hit in the lower abdomen or the groin, it's a death sentence. Very few men survive from being hit in the bowels.
Yeah, and the stories of, there's different flooring that has been put down since the house became an eye clinic years ago. But there's stories that say that if all of this flooring were to come up, that the original wooden floor does have blood stains on it, which we wanted to see if we could find when we were doing some cleaning on the building 2 years ago, but we weren't able to get all the layers of flooring up in order to see that. So that's still a mystery, but it's still a possibility that this house could still bear the scars of some of those operations.
After the doctors, would saw off these limbs and such, you might survive the surgery, but the bullets that were shooting at these men were packaged in pig fat. So a lot of times that would get in there too, so they might get all the lead out, but then there'd still be these bits of hog, pork in them, and it would cause infection, and they would die later of the infections resulting from just what the bullet was packaged in to help it get down the barrel of your rifle easier.
Now, speaking of the living history that is still left behind in this house, above my head here is the attic access where last time we spent almost an entire afternoon searching for artifacts in here. This isn't even us talking about the spiritual or energy or any of the paranormal aspects. This house still bears the marks of the history, and we found newspapers from the 1860s. We also found a pair of women's gloves from the Victorian era still up in the attic, as well as what one of our historians and experts actually believe to have been a ration can from the Civil War as well.
But yeah, if this is what I think it is, this is an awesome find.
Completely taking away the paranormal, all of that aside, this place is still marked with the history of what it was, and that's one of the coolest things about this house.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That certainly makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. It is quite creepy down here already.
Yeah.
This is a newer addition to the basement that we're standing in. That hallway behind Jason leads to the original part of the building, or the basement at least, the original part of the basement. And there's rumors, speculation, of course, a lot of the day-to-day operations of the hospital during the Civil War, like most military hospitals, were not documented procedure for procedure. A lot of the times they would do things and document the names and important moments, but one of the rumors that got started about the house when it was a Civil War hospital was there may have actually have been an overflow of bodies of soldiers who had passed away that were stored down in the original part of the basement. Now, that was never confirmed, there was never any historical fact behind that, but that's just looking at how the hospitals generally operated. It is possible to assume that they would have used the basement for post-mortem storage. So what do you think? I mean, we're gonna be exploring this entire house on this investigation, so we don't wanna take up the time now to explore it without any investigation tools. So let's go ahead and grab the equipment, put batteries in it as the sun is going down, and get ready for our second investigation, official investigation, of the Henry Logan house, also known as one of the last standing Civil War hospitals in the city of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Also thought to be one of the most haunted places in Parkersburg, West Virginia. You ready to get started?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Jason?
Hey, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, rolling on that. Equipment is good to go. Whoa. That's pointed back towards the doorway.
Let's see.
Hey guys.
Let's.
I can hear them up there, but that music box was just going off. Can you step in front of that again for me? If anyone's down there, let me walk. It wasn't me. Okay. Weird. All right, so we're getting ready to leave the Henry Logan house completely empty with cameras rolling. We call it abandonment. It's our session where we leave cameras alone inside this haunted house and see if it captures anything while we're gone. We're gonna go probably grab a bite to eat, go find something to do outside of the building, take care of some necessities while these cameras are alone inside this house. So what do you guys think? Are you ready to do abandonment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do abandonment. There's already been a couple things that have happened since before even doing this, so I think maybe we're in luck tonight.
Yeah, maybe. I'm excited because when I was setting up the stuff in the basement down there, the music box just randomly started going off as I was exiting the basement. I don't have any explanation for that. So yeah, we have a camera upstairs in the room last year where we did a reenactment of a Civil War surgery. To try and entice activity. We also have a camera down here on the first floor hallway in the same spot almost where it was when we did the Estes session and captured the Mel going off.
Say one of our names or tell us your name.
Oh,
Mel's going off. Wow.
that's on the steps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At the top of the stairs.
And then we have a camera down in the basement, as you saw. So we'll see what these 3 cameras pick up while we're gone. Let's head out, guys.
Let's do it. We ready?
Ready?
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Way too dramatic.
Let's get out of here.
All right, Henry, it's your birthday. We would love it if you could go through and touch some of the devices with the bright lights that we've set up throughout your house to show us that you recognize that we're here for your birthday.
Door's locked.
Door's locked.
We're officially out. Hopefully these cameras catch something. On this abandonment, we're trying out a new piece of equipment called the Hydra. This sensor detects vibration and EMF using both the center module and the nodes connected by the LED strips. With this device, we can track the location the EMF or vibration originated. When the center module detects EMF or vibration, it will send light from the module outward on the LED strips. Green for vibration and red for EMF. If the nodes on the outer edges detect either vibration or EMF, the light will travel from the node toward the center along that LED strip, with the same corresponding colors designating EMF from vibration. And after 33 minutes of silence through the entire house, the Hydra was the first device to signal an anomaly. All right, we are back. We are back here at the Henry Logan house. We just pulled in, and we're going to walk in and see if anything's going on, because the abandonment cameras have been going for about an hour and a half now, actually.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half leaving cameras alone in a haunted house, I tell you what, that is a good abandonment.
That's right.
Yes, it is. After you.
We're back.
We're back.
There's definitely a weird vibe in here.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's not like we interrupted something, but like we just walked in on something.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, we are going to be spending a lot of time here tonight. Anyone that's here, whether you're a soldier, whether you are a doctor, whether you're a member of the Logan family, or maybe even Henry Logan himself. Sir, it's your birthday, Mr. Henry Logan, and we'd love to celebrate your birthday with you tonight if you want to come out and talk to us. go ahead and break these cameras down and get started with our investigation, our second full official investigation of the Henry Logan house.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we're getting started up here in the Henry Logan house. We are starting on the second floor here. We are in the front room of the house. We have a camera, a static cam, all the way back in the back of the house pointed this direction. This is an area that has had a lot of activity in the past. In the center room, the first time we were cleaning the house up, when we were going to do tours here, there was a shadow figure that Paulie and Pam and a bunch of us all saw moving through the center room here in between the front and back of the house. And we've heard a lot of strange things while cleaning in here. So this is definitely a very active part of the house, but stay tuned for the end because we are going to be going down to that basement to see what we can capture. It's like really already had activity down there, but we're going to save that for the end to see if anything happens in the basement. For now, let's try and talk to Henry Logan or some soldiers.
Let's do it.
You want the camera?
You want me to... Yep.
That might be a new record, ladies and gentlemen.
Under a minute and a half.
Under a minute and a half, and he's already asking for the camera.
I do what I can.
Well, if there's anyone up here with us, my name is Ryan. This is my friend Dave and my friend Jason. We've come back to the house. I almost said we came a long way, which we didn't. We came back to the house tonight to try and speak to you. We heard that today, is Mr. Henry Logan's birthday. Mr. Logan, if you are here with us or if you can hear us, happy birthday, sir. Today, in the year of our Lord 2025, you are 213 years old. Isn't that crazy?
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like a footstep.
I heard... Ooh.
Sound.
Providence.
Yeah.
Cold and then Providence. Is that what you think, sir? You think us being here is Providence? You think you being here was Providence?
Henry Logan, if you're here and you know that it's your birthday, can you set off one of the devices we have set up? Maybe the one in the doorway right there? Just try to touch it, pick it up.
We heard that there was a lot of soldiers that had procedures, surgeries, operations. And during that time in this room and the other front room, they said that there were quite a few men that perished. It's all a part of the fighting, huh? Are any of those soldiers here with us? Actually, believe it or not, this investigation not only falls on Henry Logan's birthday, which is something that we didn't plan specifically for, but was kind of a happy accident that we discovered after.
Cheat.
We didn't cheat. We had no idea it was your birthday, sir. Cheat me. Well, also another crazy thing about tonight that we had no idea is it is a supermoon. There's a lot of people that believe paranormal activity can be connected to the lunar cycle and that a supermoon, a full supermoon like tonight, can give off enough energy to help, I guess, aid in the creation of paranormal activity. So,
That's what they say.
it's what they say. We'll see if that theory's true.
Cake.
Hey, we didn't bring you a cake, did we, Mr. Logan? We didn't bring you a birthday.
I don't think he would have known what a birthday cake is.
Wait.
What was it?
Congruism.
He said, wow, 1. I just thought that was funny because it said cake.
That's very ironic, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you want us to bring you a birthday cake?
See that thing there? You can do that too. Just if you touch that like I just did, it'll let us know that you're here.
We can try and bring you a birthday cake if you want one, sir. You just have to give us a sign to let us know you want one by lighting that up or making the music play in the back room, in the back of the house. We'll have to figure that out. When did the idea of a birthday cake come into existence? Because it's something that we just think of as tradition because it's happened as our entire lives, but maybe they didn't have birthday cakes back when Henry Logan was alive.
Yeah.
Monachi. Set.
What was the first word?
Monachi.
Luck.
Can you make this box say a word that will let us know we're speaking to you, whoever it is that's trying to talk to us, if you are trying to talk to us? Can you say something that will let us know, like a sign that it is undeniably you? Use your energy to make...
Monitor. Tremor.
Monitor and
Raid.
Very random right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the Monitor was an ironclad vessel for, I think, the Confederates, but that's a stretch.
Yeah. Were you a soldier?
Carry. Baby.
Carry baby.
Do you need someone to carry your baby?
Nod.
We have a baby. You want us to go get the baby?
Radio.
I can go get the baby.
Here, I'll go get her.
You'll get the baby. Dave's gonna go retrieve our baby so that he can carry the baby. We're gonna, of course, use as a trigger object and possible vessel for energy, Miss Molly, the soon-to-be haunted doll. It's a doll that we believe not to be haunted. We just got it at an antique store, and we're using her as an experiment to see if we can make a not haunted doll haunted, something we've been doing for almost a full year now. We started this experiment, so let's go get Miss Molly, or Dave's gonna go get Miss Molly. Maybe see if we can get some energy to attach to her.
Here she is.
Dave's gonna sit her down right next to the mail. We brought the baby up for you. You can grab the baby.
Castle. Disease.
It said 19th century
Vowel.
is when, in America, when birthday cakes became a custom thing.
So it might have been something that they did
Yeah,
when Henry Logan was alive.
could have been. Henry, would you like a treat for your birthday? A nice cake? Were there operations that happened in this room right here on soldiers?
How about this? We want to talk to anyone that's here, but we want to know if you can actually hear us. So on the count of 3, can you make anything happen so that we know that you're here? Because if not, we're going to have to go to the other side of the second floor to see if there's anyone over there that wants to talk. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. If you can hear me, make something happen.
Doesn't anybody want this doll right here? Look at her. She's going to be real sad if somebody doesn't try to pick her up.
If anyone is here in the Henry Logan house and you can hear our voices and or see us, we're here as visitors in hopes to meet you. It's just a little. I've never experienced that in this building. Yeah, it's like the whole building shook.
That wasn't that truck going by, was it? That's kind of scary if that was that truck going by.
Why have we never felt that before in this building?
I don't know.
It felt like the walls just shifted.
Yeah, the floor and the whole building felt like it just shook.
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
Maybe we could take a walk in here since it seems like nothing's going on here.
Yeah.
Foot.
Is that what got injured? Did you injure your foot? Just walk through
Average.
a spider web. Can you tell us? Oh, I heard that.
It sounded like that closet door.
Oxygen.
Can you push that door open? Or pull it open? You want to keep going.
Huge.
Just watch out for that Hydra.
Say we could give it a shot, but we're going to be moving around in here and it's vibration, so.
Yeah.
When they were sending troops to the front line, did you realize that you would end up here in Parkersburg at this hospital?
Physics. Bed.
Were any of your friends taken up to Quincy Hill?
Thought it said bed.
Funeral.
Is that what you're looking for? Do you need or is there someone that's in need of a bed here?
Traverse.
Are you looking for a nurse or a doctor to help you out? If you are, can you touch this thing that's right out here on the outside the door?
Say, fella, where did you get hit?
Disease.
It's the second time it said disease.
Yeah.
Did you have the pox? Did you have smallpox? Or did you have the camp diarrhea? I think they call it dysentery.
Did they have you in the house here or one of the wards outside?
Alter. Fight. Front. Knee.
Say leave.
I think it said front and then me. What'd you hear?
It just sounded like shuffling.
Is there someone on the stairs? Mr. Logan, we did a lot of research the last time we were here, and we found books that feature some of the acts that you did, like building that orphanage. From what we could see, you were a very generous man.
Sadly, your orphanage is no longer standing.
Real.
But the church that you built is still standing. You want to go in here?
Can we hear that music play? Can someone please do that for us? It's right through this doorway. Across, sitting in the other doorway. Can you walk in this room right here, if you can see it, so that we can hear the music play? Someone in the basement really liked that music.
Have you received care already? Or are you still waiting for treatment?
We heard they had an opening up at the pest house. Do you want to go up there?
Right next to Fort Borman. It's probably their worst fear back then.
Probably.
Is to go to the pest house.
Right, yeah, because I think like is pretty much guaranteed mortality if you ended up there, not making it.
Couldn't imagine being told that news. Like, there's nothing we can do. We're taking you up to the pest house or up on Quincy Hill, or should we mosey on downstairs and try there?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should give it a try at the bottom of the stairs, I feel, in those rooms down there as well. Who knows, maybe the second floor is just not hopping tonight.
Maybe not.
So we're down here on the first floor now. We're in the main staircase here. Well, what would have probably been the back staircase, but it is the open staircase of the house still because the front staircase has been closed in. But we're going to get started. We're going to do some EVP sessions, possibly break out the old spirit box to see what we can capture. And hopefully someone will want to come out and talk to us because we have officially gone full night vision, completely dark. No more chest cam, no more natural light. It is dark in here. Is there anyone here with us? We're visitors looking for the owner of this house. Possibly the steward or a doctor. It was a man that was wounded in Sharpsburg. They threw him on the train. They're bringing him through. He's been assigned to this hospital, and he's going to be here any minute. You got a feeling that you should put that at the top of the stairs?
Yes. Damn. Look at this thing.
You'll never hear any arguments from me, though, about that, because a lot of times you're like, this needs to go here, or we should go here, and then you're usually right.
Sometimes.
That was Dave. At least now the stairs are wired to the point to where I don't think anyone could walk up and down them without setting off at least one of those.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
We're unsure, but we think our friend might have consumption. He might be afflicted with tuberculosis. He keeps coughing. Is there a doctor in the house that can assess his symptoms? Ooh. I heard something back here in this room.
Really?
Hello?
It's difficult for us to see you. Hopefully you can at least hear us. Would you please move closer to our voices, please?
Hey, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check this out in here.
Okay.
A lot of these rooms twist and turn like crazy in this house. They wouldn't have been that way back when the house was both the hospital and a residence. This was made this way for the eye clinic.
Yeah.
For exam rooms and stuff when the eye clinic moved in the 70s or 80s.
If there are any...
You okay? What's going on?
I'm stuck in a web.
Oh, I thought you felt like someone was touching you, but just a spider web?
Just a spider web, he says. If there are any soldiers or doctors or nurses that are upstairs, we'd love for you to come down here and talk to us, please. Can you please come down?
You want to try an EVP session, maybe? I know Jason's rolling on that, but like a live review EVP session here.
Yeah, you want to go out in the hall again and do it there?
Yeah. Jason. Rolling EVP session. Placing the recorder on the banister here at the Henry Logan house. At the bottom of the stairs. If anyone at all is here that may have a message for us or any of their loved ones that they haven't seen in a long time, can you walk up to the bottom of the stairs here and yell your message as loudly as you can? Do you have any children? Where were you born?
Are you a blue or a gray?
EDI just went off.
What part of you got wounded?
When you're well, are they sending you home? Okay, listen back to this really fast.
EVP section. Placing the recorder on the banister here at the Henry Logan house. At the bottom of the stairs. If anyone at all is here that may have a message for us or any of their loved ones that they haven't seen in a long time, can you walk up to the bottom of the stairs here and yell your message as loudly as you can? Do you have any children?
What's all this movement?
I don't know. I didn't think any of us were
None of
moving.
this. It was totally quiet.
None of us
It
moved.
sounds like someone's moving around in here.
That kind of sounded like footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe something dragging at the end. I don't know, but like you said, we were standing still, so I don't know.
I mean, unless we're all three going crazy, I could have swore he was totally silent when you were asking questions.
Right, me too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think any of us were moving.
I don't think so.
No.
And that sounds like clear footsteps on there.
And I feel like if we were making that much noise, we would have been like, "It's me," or tag it, you know.
Right, if one of us was moving that much, we would have made note of it. I mean, again, we can watch back the footage and see for sure.
Mm.
Oh, EDI's going off again.
Do you have any children? Are you a blue or a gray?
I've got goosebumps
Oh, yeah.
all over my neck.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a blue?
There's a voice there. Because I know for a fact Jason didn't say anything before that.
No. And then the EDI went off.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right after you said, are you a blue or a gray, was when the EDI went off.
I am covered. It's like pins and needles.
Let's see.
Are you a blue?
Can I listen to that up close?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a blue or a gray?
That's so weird.
EDI just went off.
That was me moving.
Are you a blue or a gray?
Are you a blue or a gray?
And that's ending. So a couple of things to cross-reference there. Again, it's not 100% that it was a voice or something, but it definitely sounded strange and unusual at certain parts of that. None of us remember moving when we were asking questions.
No. I thought it was silent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was almost completely silent in here.
All right, I have a device in my hand right here that you can use to talk to us. Can someone come through and say something to us?
Henry Logan, are you here?
Today's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Wait, mute it.
What?
I thought I just heard the music box.
Oh, really?
Hello? We'll have to double check on this camera that's sitting out here.
Okay.
Because it was closer, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Wait, mute it.
What?
This tool that our friend Ryan is holding can relay or project your voice if you speak loud enough and close enough to it.
Who was that just said something?
Get closer. Are you in the basement? Ooh.
What'd that say?
I thought I just heard a woman or someone say no.
Are you one of the hospital staff or are you a soldier?
Can you tell us how many people other than us three are here in the building?
I heard give something.
Yeah, that was weird. Give something. Give it up, maybe?
That's what I thought I heard.
Something like give it up. Who was the man that just came through and said, give it up? We're having a hard time hearing you. Can you come through and stand as close to me as you can? I won't hurt you, I promise. You can even use my energy. What did that say?
Did it say attic?
It sounded like a child.
It sounded like a kid, for sure. Can you repeat yourself? Did you tell us where you want us to go? Come downstairs. We want to talk to whoever's here. Please, we want to get your message across or get some sort of response from you so that we know that you're here.
Did you work here as a nurse helping these men?
Okay, I got like cold right here to my right side. I have not felt a cold. There's no open doors back here. There's not even any windows in this part of the house over here. And I'm feeling a cold air coming to my right side. Are you next to me? Hello, is that you? Whose birthday is it today? Can you say the name of the man whose birthday is today, October the 6th? I hate to say it, let's walk back into this room back here where The first time we were ever here, we thought we heard what sounded like cannon fire. And we were standing right back in here where the static cam is.
Okay.
Is there someone in here? We had a weird experience when we were here the very first time we ever walked into this building at night. We thought we heard something. Can you tell us what it is? What did we hear?
Hold on, wait a minute. Did that light just come on?
I don't remember it being on.
No, that wasn't on.
Because I just saw it like light up in there, and then I looked over and saw that was on, but I don't remember that ever being on.
No, because it was completely dark when I walked back here.
Right.
And now it's got that soft glow. That might be it warming up. And it might turn on here in a second completely.
Maybe.
Once it warms up. Because a lot of those fluorescent lights have a ballast that needs to warm up before it gets full brightness.
But that's a thing that happens in here.
Yeah.
Is lights coming on.
Lights coming on, and if that light turns on fully here in a second, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Because that means it just turned on.
Which is already unusual because...
Can you see that light's on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can't. But we were just talking earlier, like, wow, how dark it gets in here when you turn the lights off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe take it out of night vision and show them that light is. I know you can kind of see it, but... And it seems to be getting brighter too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just trying to get it. There we go. Yeah, that's bizarre. Interesting.
I'm gonna hold this doll right here. And you can tell me if you like this doll or if you want to attach yourself to this doll. Do you know this doll's name? We've said it a couple times upstairs. Do you know what her name is? That light is just progressively getting brighter unless it's my eyes.
Well, I was trying to... I want to set this here just for a second.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see, like, if coming into this room, if you immediately notice that.
Ooh. I got a weird static sensation on my right arm.
Really?
Well, no, even right here, I can see that light on from over here.
Can you?
Yeah, from the top of the stairs. No, there's no way. Because you immediately see that it's on.
Yes.
Like, come here, Jason, look. See, like, you can see.
Oh, yeah.
That you can see the lights on, and we were just standing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that's...
So how did that light
I did.
turn on?
Hold on, wait. Come on out, boys. I don't know how that light came on.
I mean, we have the footage showing it's on. We can't prove that it wasn't on prior to us walking in here because we didn't film it, right? But still, it's a weird experience. It doesn't take away from the fact that we experienced that.
Right,
I
sorry.
realized you were right there.
And that it was like a really bizarre experience, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a personal experience for us three.
Mm-hmm. And it's this switch right here, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
Did you turn this light on right here?
Did you turn the light on? Can you say yes or no? Again, that was a woman. What if I come in here? Ooh. That was a very clear woman's voice. Did you just say 3 or free?
Can you tell us your name, please?
I mean, we've been in this house all evening and that light was never on.
No.
When we were here earlier this year, 6 months ago, we had something that we thought was really strange that happened. Actually, no, this was the last before that. When we were cleaning the house, there was something that was different from the time we were here that evening until the next morning. What changed? What did you do? Well, we came in the next morning. The basement door was wide open and the basement lights were on. And we know for a fact that we did not forget to turn those lights off. Distinctly, I remember going down there and turning those lights off. So that right there, in a matter of what, a week and a half, was 2 instances of lights turning on. We had doors open by themselves without explanation. What was it that happened? We noticed something that was different the following morning that we didn't do. Someone said happy. Are you happy here?
It sounded like it said we're ready.
Yeah, it did sound like it said we're ready. I got a weird feeling that maybe the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I don't know. Something keeps attracting me just that direction.
Right.
That's why I can't stop looking.
It's weird that you got the same thing, because I was like, in my head, I suddenly was like, I think something might happen on the stairs soon.
Yeah.
What happened? Did someone want us to come over here? Is there someone here at the bottom of the stairs now?
Did you hear that?
What did you hear?
I heard like a help.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, after that, I thought I heard something that was deep like that, but afterwards I thought I heard yes.
Oh, wow.
Is there someone here that needs help? Are you upstairs?
If you need help, touch that bright orange light that's up at the top of the stairs, please.
All right, I'm going to shut this off. We didn't really, we had a couple voices come through that we thought, okay, maybe that might have been a response, but nothing came through very clearly that made me think, oh my God, that's someone talking to us.
Yeah. Aside from the light thing, I can't figure that out.
Yeah.
But I can't see how that was possible.
Mm-mm.
No.
Like one of us, well, we've walked through there multiple times, one of us would have noticed that that light was on.
Right. Because you remember when we first started the session, Jason, and I turned the light off and you were like, oh, it got real dark in here.
Right.
We would have noticed then.
Yes.
Yeah, so if that light would have been on, you would have been like, oh, there's still a little bit of light over there. Not, oh, wow, it's dark.
Right.
So, because despite the fact that it is just a dim fluorescent light, it's a noticeable amount of light coming from that fixture. What do you think? You guys want to give the basement a try?
Let's do it.
All right, so we are getting ready to get started here in the basement, and we decided to try something that we've never tried before here on the channel, kind of a cross of a Gonsfeld experiment and our own kind of strange sensory deprivation or sensory overload experiment, if you will. Jason and I are here in the newer part of the basement. In the old part of the basement, Dave is set up on the bottom of the stairs, and he's going to be wearing a white blindfold with a red and yellow light flashing in his face. And he's going to have, instead of white noise playing in his ears, he's going to have the famous shepherd's tones, which is an ascending and descending tone, creating a strange auditory illusion, so to speak, which Dave finds actually very relaxing and almost cathartic in a way. He says it scratches an itch in his brain, so we'll see if maybe it can get him into a trance-like state, and he can use that to enhance communication, make communication. We shall see. I don't know. This is all an experiment. We don't know what's going to happen. So, Dave, are you ready in there?
I'm ready.
All right. Whenever you're ready to put on the shepherd's tones, go ahead and do it and give us a little heads up when you get it started.
Okay. Hey, Jason, come here real quick.
Okay.
If I do start seizing, just roll me on my side.
Okay. Well, hopefully that don't happen.
Hopefully not.
Here on the stairs, we also have the music box as well as, I guess, a proximity board, which uses multiple different lights. You can see as Jason goes near it and touches it, it lights up.
Wow, that wasn't even the auto noise canceling on. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay, we're going to head back.
Okay. Putting them on now, and I can no longer hear you.
Okay. Okay. And just so we can get a hopefully some communication going, not only is Jason's going to be rolling on a digital voice recorder, hopefully to capture EVPs, but I'm going to use Spirit Talker here to see if anything will come through. See if we can get any relevant responses. We've had a little bit of a quiet night so far, but we're going to try and hit this with the whole shebang to see if we can do something new and see if we can get some activity. If there's anyone here with us, our friend Dave is at the bottom of the stairs. You can walk up to him and try and touch him or get close to him so he can feel you.
Don't turn this off.
I wasn't going to, we just turned it on. Or unless you're talking about Dave's sound in his ears. This experiment, is that what you're talking about?
Had a hard life.
I would imagine you did. We've heard the horror stories of serving in the army during the Civil War and how difficult it was. Not being able to bathe for months on end, drinking contaminated water, getting sick all the time, walking so much that you wore through your shoes.
No, please leave.
We just got down here. We want to talk to someone. Can you give us a message? Who are you? If you can give us a name. My name is Ryan, this is Jason, and that guy in there with the weird flashing light is Dave.
I control this place.
Well, that's very interesting, but it's not a name. Are you a soldier?
Connection.
Were you connected to the hardship and suffering the soldiers experienced here? A poltergeist of sorts? The embodiment of the suffering that happened here? We have a doll right here. She's got a weird box in her lap that'll play music, but you can push her over. She's leaning on that box, so she's not going to fall backwards unless someone pushes her. All of her weight is leaned forward onto that box. I will say upstairs as well, we have motion sensors, so if we hear those go off, there'll be like a doorbell sound effect and then almost like a bird chirping sound. So if anything moves upstairs, the motion sensor will go off.
Our friend Dave down the hallway there cannot see or hear you. Can you get as close as you can to him, please?
Did they store bodies down here in the basement where Dave is over there? Not where Jason and I are, but over there where Dave is. We know this part of the basement's newer.
Yes, it's me.
Yes, they stored bodies down here. Yes, they stored your body. Is that what you're saying? How about this? On the count of 3, why don't you tap Dave on the shoulder? 1, 2, 3. How far did the tense Evil, huh? Well, we've not felt or experienced anything evil in this house, so that doesn't make any sense.
We're not afraid of you. There's no reason you should be afraid of us. Come up and show yourself to us, please.
The chair of torture.
The chair of torture. Is that what you think we're doing to Dave? He's not sitting in a chair, but I mean, it might look like we're torturing the poor guy. I promise we're not. We're trying to open his senses up to speak to you, so you can go up and get close to him. That is a good name for this method, though. We'll call it the chair of torture.
That's right.
Shepherd's tones in your ears, flashing light in your face. Sounds like torture to me.
It's like an interrogation technique.
That's right. You can make it even better for him by going up and grabbing his arm or his leg. You can scratch him, you can pull him. You could smack him in the head if you wanted to. Move into the hallway here.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to say I may actually peek in on him just to make sure that shuffling, if it was him, that he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Picture.
Picture.
Okay, yeah, he's good.
What picture? There aren't any pictures in this house anymore. Mr. Logan, it's your birthday, and we wanted to say happy birthday to you, sir. Can you touch one of these devices that we have set up? Make them flash, make the lights go, or maybe make the music play behind Dave to show us that we're not alone, because we're starting to worry that we're all alone in here. No one's told us your name yet. I'm sure there's lots of names that you can use. You can use this box to say pretty much any name you want, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of them in there.
By the stairs going outside.
What did he say?
Something about the chairs outside.
Jason.
said my name. Are you affecting Dave right now? Are you speaking, communicating with him?
He said the chair is outside.
Something about that, and then he said my name.
The chair?
Sound like.
I'll have to review that audio and see exactly what he said, because we can't for sure say that he said anything about a chair, but the chair is outside. Keep trying to talk through Dave. See if you can communicate with us through him.
I'll use my voice.
You use Dave's voice. Or if you want to talk too, you can scream. What's that?
He's readjusting.
Okay.
Suffer.
There's a thing at the bottom of the stairs. If you can hear us, knock it on the floor. It's a white box on the banister. If you don't want it there, throw it on the floor. But the last thing this said was suffer. Were there a lot of men that suffered here?
Matthew.
First name.
First name. Matthew, were you a soldier? Matthew, that's a good name you have there. A good, strong Christian name. Straight from the good book.
Can you tell us if you have moved on to an afterlife? Or are you still with us?
It's kind of weird that he said whatever it was he said, and then he said your name, and he hasn't said anything since.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he even remembers saying that.
I was just thinking about that. Kind of won't be surprised if he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you get into that almost like a hypnotic trance type of...
Yes, that's right.
Is Dave in a trance right now? Is that what you're telling us? If you can use this to speak, which we're still not convinced that you can, this is all just experimental, but if you can use this to say something to us, please tell us something through this box, and then see if you can get Dave to say something similar or the same out loud. You can use any of our energy. You can use my energy, you can use the camera, the battery. You can use the energy from this device in my hand.
Birdie.
Birdie.
Have another old name.
Mm-hmm. Is Birdie your wife?
I protect this place.
Who protects this place?
What?
Can you affect Dave? He's sitting right there.
I think he's going to take it.
Okay. Did anything happen?
Yeah. So first of all, what do you remember?
I don't know, you guys.
Oracle.
That was really trippy.
Mm-hmm.
Did anything happen to you specifically?
Not that I'm aware of. Why do you ask that?
I'm just wondering.
Okay, so what do you remember?
What do you mean, remember?
What do you remember? Your thoughts, feelings changing,
So,
words?
I'll be flat out with you guys. I don't know how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this before in my life. So, the way that I tried to do it was I put myself outside of the house, and then I tried to put myself in the house, walking through the house. And interestingly enough, and I don't know if this is just my brain making it up, which is, I think, the whole point of this, it makes your brain do things. But I got to both of the stairwells, but couldn't go up the stairwells because in my mind's eye, there was like a shadow standing at the top of each one of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And not this stairs, but the that go upstairs. And I couldn't get myself to go past those to get upstairs. But I was able to bring myself down here. I tried to make myself stand right here and make the music
You are
box
appreciated.
make the music box go off. And I tried to make the Mel go off. But then I also had come here. I also had I don't know where you guys were, but I also at one point had Jason standing here like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to like in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to go like this on your elbow.
Okay.
And that was really about it.
So, what did... do you want to... Yeah, I'll let you go ahead, and then I'll ask my question.
Well, first of all, just a minor irony there is I was more or less kind of standing there
Okay.
for a bit. So I guess...
Hold on, wait. Before you start, before I came out, I had envisioned you guys walking up here and standing right here and listening to me for probably like 60 to 90 seconds before I came out of it.
Okay.
So,
again, a minor irony there because we did move up just like 4 or 5 feet behind me.
okay.
That's a little interesting.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were standing there. What did you whisper before you said Jason's name? Because we were standing there.
That's why I was wondering what you remember because you were speaking. Do you remember talking?
I remember trying to say a couple things, but I don't remember what it was.
Because once we got right in here, almost shortly after we got up here,
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't quite make out what you said, but best I could tell, it sounded like you said something to the effect of the chairs outside.
But the stairs going outside.
And then within seconds later, you said my name.
Jason.
You said my name. Even more clearly.
I don't remember saying that at all.
But that's what we're wondering. We weren't entirely sure that you said the word chair, but it was the something is outside.
Am I alive?
But it's also interesting, too, that, I mean, we can definitely agree whatever it was outside that you said, and you said you started outside, which is, again, slightly ironic.
Yeah, I started myself at the glass door up there. And when I came in...
Share my message.
I'm not a psychic, I can't do that. But when I came in, I tried to immediately go to the right and go up the stairs, and I got about halfway up the stairs and I looked. And again, I don't know if any of this is real or my imagination making it up, which it probably is, but there was like probably that tall of a shadow standing. You know how the stairs go up and then turn? It was standing in that doorway up there, and I just kept trying to go up, but I couldn't get myself to go up. Went through the hallway to this stairwell, tried to go up, but there was somebody standing at the top right outside of that bathroom, and I couldn't make communication with that one. So I went back down to the other stairwell, and I was trying to talk whatever that was into coming down here to the basement with me, to come down here and stand here and like move its arm like that to try to make the music box go off. But
I
again,
want to protect you.
1000% far-fetched because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So,
I mean, it was an interesting experiment to see if anything could happen, and that is an interesting technique to try and do it, to see if there's a way in a trance-like state, if you can yourself interact with things almost through like an astral projection type of situation.
At any point,
or even like remote viewing, that
right?
Kind of borders, you know.
At any point, were you guys standing right here?
No. Not until we first, like, you were coming out and we walked out through this doorway. We didn't ever get this close. Okay. We were always behind that doorway.
Because I most definitely felt somebody standing right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting that you mentioned the shadows and not being able to go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
The reason I say that is because, this could all be bullshit. It could just be coincidental, you know what I mean? Yeah. It might just be us trying to find connections where there aren't any. But the spirit talker said two other things that were weird in relation to what you just described. Is first it said, I control this place, and then it said, I protect this place.
Which is what I was getting at when I was wondering the amount of time elapsed.
Right.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it said both of those things. You can still see on there where it says, I protect this place, because that was the second one, but... And then
I kept trying to go up, and it was like I was being, no.
With this experiment yielding some creepy moments, but not much physical paranormal evidence, both Jason and I decided that we wanted to see what it felt like to experience this. Jason went first, and he was only under for about 4 minutes before he felt a chilling presence.
Feels like someone's standing directly behind me.
If you're standing behind Jason, he's the one on the stairs. Right behind him is a black box sitting on the stairs. Can you try to pick that up or move it?
Okay.
He's done.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like that feeling out. It was getting really strong. It felt like someone was standing literally on the step right behind my shoulder blades.
Mm. Well, really,
not necessarily somebody. Just there was just something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't particularly like that.
So it's my turn.
In the moment.
Struggle.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And just like Jason, I only lasted 4 minutes, but for an entirely different reason.
Can you go to Ryan? He's trying to connect with you.
Though while I was under, Jason and Dave did have an unexplained experience.
Are you able to open the door that comes down to
Why have you come?
For you. Can you open the door to the basement? You've done it before.
Door.
Yeah, open the door, please. And then come downstairs with us. Follow the light. That was a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not working for me.
What?
You are cherished.
It's just not doing anything for me except making me acutely aware there's a light flashing in my face and annoying shepherd's tones in my ears. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you stayed under there for so long, because after that short amount of time, I was just like...
I loved it.
I was like, I am annoyed. I'm getting a migraine. It might be an interesting dynamic of like, now you know what gets you more into a trance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, could be.
Whether what you saw was paranormal or, like you said, your imagination.
Yeah.
There was some weird correlations there between things that were happening around us and what Spirit Talker was saying and all that stuff. So that's a little strange, but at least now you know. A light in your face and shepherd's tones in your ears, and you're ready to astral project.
I guess. I think the weirdest thing out of that for me was being able to see you guys back there, and it was almost exactly.
Music.
Yeah, I mean that's almost textbook remote viewing.
Yeah, that was weird as hell.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that could go along with this. If you enjoyed this and you want to see us experiment more with this, it's a good way to get away from relying on equipment and things of that nature to start communication or to rely on it to fully communicate. So if you want to see more of this in the future, let us know in the comments below. And we hope you enjoyed this investigation of the Henry Logan house, because we knew we had to come back. This was the last chance we were pretty much going to have before they started renovation on this building. And we knew we had to come back in here one last time and give it the old scout try.
Absolutely.
It's about to begin.
The renovation's about to begin, we know. That's why they told us to choose a date soon, because renovations were starting. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and share the link around with everyone you know. And make sure you leave us a comment down below letting us know if you saw anything that we didn't. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure you comment down below.
Happy birthday to you.
That's so weird. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Happy birthday, Henry Logan.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys on the next adventure, on the next episode,
Harmony.
at the next location, on
Our
Paranormal Quest.
That's right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, if you enjoyed that episode, maybe click on one of these other videos and watch some more. If you want to subscribe to the channel, click on this button right down below. We want to thank all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters for making all of this possible. And we'll see you next time.